Hello everyone, this side Komal Mehta as an assistant professor in CSC department in St. Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. These videos I'll cover about web development course. Today I'll cover www, web browser and server, TCP/IP protocol and their services. So all these are a basic parts of any web development course. So let's start. What do you mean by www? It is called World Wide Web, or we can say W3 in short. In www, every information is stored in form of special document that is called web pages. So firstly, what do you mean by web pages? A web page is a document that contain any graphic representation, that is text, picture, audio, video, animation, and some links to move to other web page. Now, what do you mean by that links? These links are called as a hyperlinks. I'll discuss it later, but firstly, you have to know what do you mean by website. The collection of related web pages when linked together to form a web page or a website. There are multiple web pages connected with each other and then create it as a website. So we can say website is a group of related web pages, right? After that, the web pages of a website contain links to other web page. That means if we want to switch from one page to another page, then there must be some link to move to that particular page. These links are called as a hyperlinks. A link that can be shown in a screen in multiple ways. That is labeled button, highlighted text, different color text, underlined text, and there are some other multiple ways. Basically, what do you mean by normal text or a hyperlink text? A normal text is just that that is displaying in our document. But a hyperlink is when a mouse cursor over a link, it turns into a hand-shaped cursor. It means when an event is created, then it create as a hyperlink. When we click on that link, we will switch from one page to another web page. After that, websites are stored on web servers, and whenever any user make a request for a website, the web server supplies a copy of websites to the client computer. It means we don't get original document when we request from a server. That means once client request for any document to the server, then server create its copy and send it to client. Not a original document will deliver to any client. Okay, after that, web server is a powerful computer which contain information in form of websites, right? Server is basically similar to collection of a database as we are using an operating system in database. It is same way. Web server is a powerful computer which contain information in form of a website. A user can see or retrieve the web page using an application software known as a web browser. There are multiple web browser we are using, right? Internet Explorer, Netscape Communicator, Google Chrome, and so on. Each website and web page has a unique address that is called URL, Uniform Resource Locator. This is again a basic terminology about development course. URL means any link, any address that specific for particular web page or particular website. A web browser is a web client that navigate the www and display the web page. First web page is known as a home page. Now, what do you mean by home page? There are many web pages in a single website. So the first page is called as a home page where all the links are settled out, and with the help of these links we can switch to that particular page. So in a website, initially we have a home page that contain all the links, all the hyperlinks we can say, to move to switch to the other pages of a website. Now the next is the internet is a computer network that connect million of computers globally and provide worldwide communication to business, home, school, and the government. So this is a basic term. I don't need to discuss about that. The World Wide Web is developed in 1989 by Tim, okay, in Switzerland. Now the next thing is, what do you mean by hypertext, hypermedia, GUI? So hypertext is the ability to link to other document. That means with the help of that, we can use hyperlink. Hyperlink that creates event and switch to other web page. Now hypermedia is the ability to include text, audio, video, graphics in any document. So to make impressive, we need these three things: hypertext, hypermedia, and GUI. GUI means graphical user interface to view the hypertext hypermedia document. Graphical browser are very easy to use as it is impressive. So in any document, if we add our text, audio, video, images, hyperlinks, and some GUI effects, then it creates an impressive website or a web page, we can say. And this is the history of internet. You can read it from here, the basic concept of this. Now the next thing is we have to discuss that there are multiple networks in a single server. So you can see here there is network 1 and network 2. These both are connected with the help of the satellite, and each network has multiple clients. There are network 1 has a 6 client and network 2 has 6 client from 7 to 12. So these 12 clients are connected with the help of different network but with the help of same satellite. Each satellite has a single database management system that manages whole the network, and that database management system deals with particular database. That database is stored at a server side. Okay, so we can say at a server side we have all the data about network 1 and network 2, but to manage all the data we need a database management system, and to connect all the network we need a satellite. So there must be a strong satellite network that manage the whole database about the network 1 and network 2. I am showing here network 1 and network 2, but there are in actual multiple networks that are connected with the help of these satellites. So basically, we need not to think about how much time it will take. Whenever we search anything on a Google, we reach out in milliseconds, right? But there are multiple clients simultaneously searching for that time. So this must be a strong network, strong criteria is required to manage all the data, right? After that, I'm showing this one. There is one web browser that request for a web page. If we request a web browser, here mention the client that are you, me, anyone. We are requesting, for example, on Google Chrome, what do you mean by web development? So it's our request. It will send it to internet network. That network send it to server. When web server reach out our query, it sended the detail to internet network. Web page HTML file is sent over to internet, and that internet database send it to our web browser. Web page HTML file reached at web browser site, and here it is showing to us. The whole process will take place time, but we are not worried about that because we reach out in milli of seconds, right? Here the evolution of www. When the www comes, so you can read it from here. This is the basic concept and completely theoretical. I need not to discuss about this much. After that, one more concept is about what do you mean by web browser and web server. There are multiple students here. They are confused about server or browser. They think these both are similar. No, this is completely different concepts. So firstly, what do you mean by web browser? I am showing in differentiation pattern. That's why it is clear to you very easily. A web browser is a software used to view a website. It acts as an interface between the user and World Wide Web, right? Whenever I'll send any query, I'll send it on web browser, right? And that reply will reflect again on a web browser. So we can say it is a software used to view a website. Whatever we want to view it with the help of web browser. So it acts as an interface between the user, that means us, and World Wide Web, that means on a server side. But what do you mean by web server here? Web server is a combination of a computer and a program installed on it. Web server interact with the client through the web browser. It means between us and a server, there is an interface that is called a web browser. That web browser help us to solve our query with the help of web server. Once I'll send any query to web browser, Web browser send it to server, and server respond to browser, and browser respond to us. That means client. Okay. So both of these are different. It allow user to send request to a server to view requested page on the computer, and web server is it delivers the web page to the client and to an application by using web browser and HTTP protocol respectively. What do you mean by here HTTP protocol? Hypertext transfer protocol. That, as the name showing, it is a transfer protocol. Hypertext means, I already discussed it, the text which showing any effect, any image, any hyperlink. So anything in our document, in our web page, act as a hypertext. So that hypertext with the help of HTTP protocol transfer back to web browser from a web server, and web browser revert is it up to us. These are the example of web browser: Netscape, Opera, Mozilla, Internet. A web server is a package of large number of programs installed on a computer connected to internet or intranet for downloading the requested file using file transfer protocol. A graphical web browser About web browser, a graphical browser can display text as well as graphics that can also present audio video information, right? But a web server work on a client server architecture. What do you mean by client server architecture? Whenever I'll send any query, I am acting as a client, and whenever I got a revert from server side, then it is from the client server architecture. The communication between client and server is called as the client server architecture. These communication is done with the help of interface, with the help of a network. So this is a model that names client server architecture. About web browser communicate with web servers primarily using HTTP protocol. A computer connected to internet for providing the services to small company or a department store may contain HTTP, SMTP, and FTP, and NTP. These all are the protocols that are used for the communication. So these all are the basic difference between the web browser and a web server. You can read it from here. If you think this is relevant, then go through it. After that, I'll cover what do you mean by TCP IP protocol and their services. TCP IP protocol, these both are different protocols, not a single protocol, but with the help of the combination of these protocol, we are using it. That is TCP IP, Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol. It is a collection of protocol application and services. These protocol move data from one network layer to another layer. There are multiple layers in one side. In one network, we have multiple layers. The whole task is done within chunks, and that chunks is called as a layers. So there are multiple layers in any protocol in single network. To communicate from one network to another, we have seven layers for OSI models, and for TCP IP there are five layers. So first one is application layer, after that transport layer, after that network layer, then data link layer, and then physical layer. So I'm starting with application layer. It contains application that the user uses to send or receive data. Without this layer, the computer and its user would never be able to send data and would not know what to do with data sent from another user. It means whenever we want to send anything, we have to send it to this layer, this particular layer. And whenever I got any revert from there, then from another network, then again receive it from this layer. So whatever we want to send or we receive, we will do it with the help of application layer. After that, the network layer routes data to its destination. It cannot guarantee that the packet holding data will arrive in a correct order, or that they won't have picked up any error during transmission. So transport layer basically means it will manage all the data that it receive or that it will send, in what format, in what sequence we have to send our data. It will manage with the help of transport layer. Okay, after that, network layer it gets packet from data link layer and send them in correct network address when possible if available for the data to travel. It means the best route we want to choose to reach at its particular destination with the help of network layer. So this is the task of network layer. After that, data link layer, the layer that is responsible for splitting data into packets to send across the connection medium through cables, satellites, and so on. The how to split our data in particular format in particular packets, that will deal in a data link layer. In physical layer, it is a completely pure hardware network. So this include cable, satellite, and other connection. It will directly connect to second network, physical layer. So there are two networks, network 1 and network 2, and each have a five layers. From application layer, client will request. At last, we have physical layer. Physical layer connected network from network 1 to network 2, physical layer, both are connected and send it over there. So we can say TCP/IP uses IP to deliver data to the upper layer application and provide reliable stream of data among computer. Here I am showing and focus on reliable stream because IP protocol helps us to make it reliable. TCP/IP consists of protocol, application and service protocol, enable a server application to offer services and client application to use of these networks. The two protocols have a different functions, but the combination of make it more reliable. TCP protocol, transmission control protocol, it defines how application can create channel of communication across a network. That means how can we create our channel. It also manages how a message is assembled into smaller packet before they are transmitted over the internet. That means we have to arrange in particular format to reach at a destination address. But in IP protocol, it defines how the address and route of each packet to make sure it reaches at the right destination with the help of routing protocol. Each gateway computer on a network check their IP to determine where to forward the message. It means to authenticate our data, we need internet protocol. So basic working of TCP protocol is application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. All these work particular functions and do it in a particular way. These are the basic services of TCP IP protocol. From network server end, these all are the services, and from user server end, these all are the services by TCP IP protocol. Services provided by TCP IP are as follows. Firstly, services provided to other protocol. It means from one network to another network or from one protocol to other protocol, TCP IP helps to communicate. These services consist of the core functions implemented by main TCP IP protocol such as IP protocol, TCP protocol, and UDP protocol. These services accomplish the inter-network functions to the protocol suite. Higher layer protocol uses these services. It means higher layer means application layer and some other layers. Next is end user services. It means single client from one particular part to another part can communicate with the help of TCP IP protocol. These services is also given to us. That means these services facilitate the operation of application that user can run to make uses of internet or other networks with the help of these protocols. Such as web services are provided through HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol or TCP IP application layer protocol. Next is connectivity related services. It means to connect from one network to another network or to connect from one layer to another layer. With the help of these protocol, we can use it. The most basic service provided by TCP is a connectivity. A connection is a communication channel used to exchange data, exchange resources, and anything else we want to share. With the help of this connectivity is possible. While transferring data from one network to another network, from one computer to another computer, and then perform any operation, this will done with the help of this connectivity. When two computers begin communication, the application using TCP on a sender side inform it to its operating system, and that operating system will communicate to operating system of second network, and these communication will done at last will reflect at our end. Next is data transfer services. These services ensure a safe and efficient transfer of data between the connected machines. It means to authenticate our data from one client to another client. This will done with the help of TCP/IP protocol. As I discussed earlier, IP protocol help us to route our data in a particular way and in proper way. So with the help of this protocol, we can say data transfer services is efficient. The connected machine need a mechanism by which lost data segment or duplication of data segment can be tracked. It means if there is any duplicacy, then we have to discard that particular document so that no redundancy will be there. So this will done with the help of TCP/IP protocol. Now, on the basis of this video, we can cover all these concepts in a short form. What are the meaning of all these concepts? That is internet, hypertext, hypermedia, hyperlink, www, that means World Wide Web, HTTP, UDP. These both are the protocols. And two more concepts I was discussed, that is what do you mean by web browser, web server, differentiate between these both, and TCP/IP protocol with their services. That's all about today. Thank you.